Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sonic info/thoughts video. So it's been a while since I've done one of these. It's been surprisingly quiet in regards to news about Sonic, but there have been some things that have happened in the past week or so that I do want to voice my opinions on. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Team Sonic Racing, where Sonic the Hedgehog has posted on their Twitter, "Hey guys, to make Team Sonic Racing the best game it can be, we're giving the team extra time to work on it. Our new release date is May 21st, 2019. We know delays are no fun, but quality matters most. Thanks for your patience. We've got more to show you for TSR very soon." To be honest, this delay does not surprise me in the least. There were already rumors floating around that this game was being pushed back to next year, and I was finding it very suspicious that they're not really talking much about this game. They revealed most of the roster at this point. I think there's just one team left, unless they do add more with this delay. But I was just like, the game's supposed to be coming out this winter, probably like December at the latest, and we still know barely anything. So it's like, okay, yeah, maybe it's gonna be delayed. And from what I've heard from people who got to play the game at E3, it wasn't really that great, which is really disappointing to me because I think this game does have some potential, especially with its very unique team mechanics. So I think this is the happiest I've been about a delay for a game in a long time, because I really want this game to be good. I don't know if I'll still like it as much as Transformed, but yeah, I love me some good racing games, especially ones featuring some of my favorite video game characters of all time. And I also do want to point out that this delay is a pretty significant one. So I think they are adding some substantial stuff to the game, like, yeah, more characters, as I mentioned, maybe more tracks, and other interesting stuff, who knows. But yeah, if this game was gonna come out like in December or January or something like that, and then have it be pushed back all the way to May, this is not just for some bug fixes. This is definitely like room for a lot more improvement than that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to just sit back and see what happens to this game and how much the delay will benefit things. And now we shift things over to Super Smash Bros. Yes, an excuse to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on my channel. So there's been this leak that's really blown up lately that's related to the Grinch, because there was this marketing company that seems to have leaked this poster of the banner art that we're used to seeing, but with a few more characters on it, and it appeared alongside some art of the Grinch movie that's coming out around the same time as Smash Bros. Ultimate. That seems to give this more credibility. And yeah, there's 7 characters that can be seen in this leaked version of the art. So there's Banjo-Kazooie, Isaac from Golden Sun, Ken from Street Fighter, Mach Rider from Mach Rider, Gino from Super Mario RPG, the Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven, and the real reason I'm talking about this in the first place, Shadow. So if this ends up being legit, then I'm really happy about this. The only thing that's really off to me is that there's no new Pokemon. Like, they introduce a new Pokemon each game, even though I've never seen Sakurai say anything like, oh yeah, we have this hard and fast rule of introducing a new Pokemon with each Smash Brothers. It's still kind of weird because Pokemon is a top tier franchise for Nintendo. So are they going to do like a weird little nod to Smash 4 by having their first DLC fighter be the new Pokemon rep? Because there have been some credible leakers talking about Incineroar, and I sure wouldn't mind Incineroar being in the game. Decidueye I also wouldn't mind, but yeah, Decidueye was already playable in Pokken Tournament, so I can imagine that's why they would go with Incineroar. But talking about the characters that are in this leak, they're all pretty believable to me. If I remember correctly, Sakurai did consider Mach Rider for Melee, so yeah, this seems to be the game where Sakurai is just really trying his hardest to get in all the characters that both we and him have wanted. and I think I'm actually most interested in how Mach Rider would play, because it does seem like Mach Rider would also fit the bill as being the sort of WTF character that they tend to introduce with each Smash game. Like for Smash 64, I guess you could argue it being between Captain Falcon or Ness, but I think I would say Captain Falcon because he never showed up outside of his racer before Smash. And then with Melee, it was definitely Mr. Game & Watch. And then with Brawl, it was Rob. And then it was Duck Hunt in Smash 4. So yeah, it would be interesting to have Mach Rider fill that role for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Geno has been requested a lot since like the Brawl days, so it'd be cool. Even though I don't really know much about Geno, it'd be cool to see Geno just get in because so many people want him. And with Ken, there's already been a pretty credible leak floating around regarding him, where there's like him on Moray Towers with a few other characters, and it just makes sense with the whole introduction of Echo Fighters is a real concept. Why not have what's considered like the original Echo Fighter in fighting game history? So yeah, I have no doubt at all that Ken is in, whether this leak is true or not. With Isaac, I wouldn't be too surprised if he was playable because his assist trophy has not shown up in any screenshots or gameplay footage. And with Banjo-Kazooie, I wouldn't think that's too far-fetched either, because Microsoft and Nintendo seem to have a pretty good relationship lately, especially with their crossplay and all that stuff. The Chorus Kids, I remember it was said that they were planned for Smash 4, but for whatever reason, they got cut. So yeah, I'm not really surprised at all that the Chorus Kids would make it into Smash Ultimate. And, well, then, of course, we come to Shadow. So I would get, like, even more excited for Smash Ultimate if Shadow makes it in, even as an Echo Fighter, because, I mean, I'm already extremely excited about Smash Ultimate, thank goodness. Get Famous for The Sims 4 is coming out in November, because, yeah, December is gonna be, like, all about Smash for me, but yeah, the idea of having another Sonic character in Smash would just be amazing to me, and I've mained Sonic for both Brawl and Smash 4, so it would be nice to change things up a little bit, even if Shadow ends up being very similar to Sonic. But hopefully they can at least take some resources from Mewtwo's teleport and give that to Shadow so that he can do Chaos Control, because I don't think Sonic's up B really fits Shadow all that well. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot to mention the fact that Knuckles is an assist trophy in Smash Ultimate, and Shadow has not been seen anywhere either in a similar manner to Isaac, so I find that very suspicious. Like, why go to the effort of putting Knuckles in as an assist trophy? They could have just recycled Shadow as one and left it at that. So yeah, I don't think that Sakurai would have just taken out Shadow entirely, even though it is cool to see my favorite Sonic character, Knuckles, get more representation than him just being in the background of Green Hill Zone, but still, I think that also dramatically raises the chances of Shadow being a fully playable character this time around. And I don't think it'd be too far-fetched either, because Chrom is an echo of Roy, yet has Ike's up B, so it would be stretching a little bit farther to take a Pokemon's move and put it onto a Sonic character. But still, hopefully Sakurai has considered that. So overall, I am leaning more towards Team Real on this one. Yeah, I do have some bias towards Shadow and also Mach Rider, because now I'm actually really curious to see how Mach Rider would be playable in this sort of fighting game. But even with this character roster seeming a little too good to be true, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's automatically fake. And hopefully there is going to be some sort of huge Smash Brothers Direct in November, because yeah, if there really are 7 characters left to be revealed, there's going to be like a huge blowout of info, because not only are there more characters to be revealed, there's also that secret mode from the previous Smash Direct where it was green in color, but they blurred it out, although some people made it out to be spirits, so that's probably the final name for it. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what November will hold for for Smash hype. Though there definitely is some weirdness emerging around this leak, because it seems like someone may have been trying to impersonate someone else in order to cover up their own name so that people don't trace the leaks back to them. I've heard of these so-called Nintendo ninjas. Yeah, you wouldn't want those coming after you, and it's just a little bit weird. I definitely recommend subscribing to Papa Gino's, who really covers all of these Smash leaks in a lot of detail and gives his in-depth thoughts on whether they're real and fake, so definitely check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the video description below. But we've got one last thing to talk about, which definitely is real, and it's that Sonic is going to be in the Wreck-It Ralph sequel, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And there was a new trailer released, and right at the beginning you can see a couple of shots with Sonic, and he's just doing the foot tap there. But it's good to hear that Sonic is going to be back in the sequel. I really liked his role in the first one where he voiced that PSA where it's like, oh, if you die outside of your own game, then you're actually gonna die for real. And Dr. Eggman can also be seen standing between Ralph and Sergeant Calhoun, so it is good to see that he's in there as well. I don't know if either Sonic or Eggman will get a voiced role this time. It'd be cool if they did, but actually just shortly after I finished this video, there was a clip that surfaced online with Sonic actually speaking in the movie. So here it is.
Wi-Fi? It's pronounced Wi-Fi, Ralph.
Ooh, fun!
So there we go. Thank you to Whimsical Believer on Tumblr for posting that, and I really love this clip. It's very short. We only see Sonic for a little bit, but in my opinion, the animation on him looks so clean. I hope the actual Sonic movie looks half as good as that. And it's good to see that once again they did get Roger Craig Smith to voice that line. I'm not expecting any more lines from him in the movie other than that, but still, cool to hear him again. I don't know, I'm somewhat excited for certain aspects of Wreck-It Ralph, like that scene with Vanellope and the Disney princesses was pretty neat, but yeah, I don't know. I'm unsure about how the sequel is going to turn out, even though the first one is definitely one of my all-time favorite movies. And that wraps up another Sonic Info/Thoughts video, and actually one more thing I want to mention is that Sonic's official YouTube channel now has a 10-hour mix of Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure 2, just in time for Halloween, so go give that a listen if you want to. I mean, it's not really Halloween without some Pumpkin Hill going in the background, is it? But feel free to let me know your thoughts on Sonic and Eggman in Wreck-It Ralph, the thoughts on the Smash leak, can't believe the Grinch spoiled Smash Christmas, and your thoughts on Team Sonic Racing's delay as well. But be sure to leave a like or a comment or even subscribe because it lets me know that you like my channel, my videos, and it helps you keep up to date with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!